Right now at 4:30, we're finally starting to hear sections of an audio recording of former President Donald Trump discussing classified documents in his possession.
The DOJ cited the tape with an interviewer as enough evidence to indict the ex-commander-in-chief on 37 counts of mishandling documents that he wasn't supposed to have. CNN came into possession of the 2-minute recording first of a meeting in the summer of 2021 at his Bedminster resort in New Jersey.
And here's a snippet of that audio, and we want to stress Trump knew he was being recorded here.
I just found, isn't that amazing? This totally wins my case, you know. Except it is like highly confidential, secret. This is secret information. But look at this. You attack. And
Hillary would print that out all the time.
see, as president, I could have did less of it. Now I can't, you know, but this is classic.
Queen City News Chief Legal Analyst Khalif Rhodes is here with us now. And Khalif, we knew this tape was out there, but does this solidify here that Trump seems to be incriminating himself?
1,000%. I mean, incriminating is an understatement. We knew when we looked at the indictment that this was here. To hear it is something altogether totally different. And so incriminating for sure. He willfully had it. He withheld it. And obviously here he's showing it to someone at that time.
So with all this coming out now, even though we did know it was happening, what is his legal strategy?
I mean, there's an obviously pivot. If I'm his attorney, I'm telling him again, please don't do any interviews, because you had the interview with Brett Breer last week or 2 weeks ago, and he said, I didn't have any documents per se. Well, this tape obviously contradicts that. You not only had documents, you were showing them to folks. And it also has a little other wrinkle. This happened in Bedminster, which is in New Jersey. So the case is filed in Florida. There could potentially be another charge in New Jersey that we're not even talking about yet, because the disclosure of classified information to a person that doesn't have authorization to see it is another felony charge. And so I think Jack Smith and his team was probably holding this as a catch-all, like, well, if we have a bad judge in Florida and the case maybe gets dismissed, which I think is unlikely, we still have this ace in the hole in New Jersey that's still out there.
There's so many more shoes to drop, it seems like this, but it seems like also, what about in the court of public opinion? Will Trump be able to use this, and also on the campaign trail, because that may not be what his lawyers say is the thing to do, but will it help him on the campaign trail?
I think those are obviously two different issues. He can use this to say that the government's overreaching, but from a legal strategy, this is damaging. This is a major blow. This type of evidence will have to be introduced, so you'll have to have someone to authenticate and say what was happening in there. So they're just not going to play the tape. You're going to have someone talking about what was happening in the tape. Probably the largest thing that you can't get around, it's not like you're reading it. You're hearing them laugh about confidential documents that put our nation's individuals at risk. That's going to be hard for the jury to unhear in the court of public opinion and in the actual court. And so I don't know how he gets around that.
And this is also, go ahead.
I was going to say, even before that, though, it didn't really affect his poll numbers. They went up even after that indictment.
And I think they'll continue to go up. But if there is a conviction, which this is leading to, if this goes to trial and the jury hears that, it's game over, for sure.
And this was to a biographer, too. So we know it was being recorded.
And he knew it was being recorded, so he can't say he didn't know he had the documents. He said multiple times on that tape, I know I have this, and I know I should have declassified it, and I didn't.
And I'm sure there will be even more recordings and, like Brian said, shoes to drop. Our Chief Legal Analyst, Khalif Rhodes, thanks so much.